the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. I'm here with Anthony Juice Young. How you feeling today, champ?
Feeling good, you know, just last day of sparring for my fight next week, September 22nd
Okay.
in Virginia. So, you know, just got finished wrapping up, finished the ab workout.
Who you work with today?
Everybody, Mikey Perez, Jason Sosa, Steven Ortiz, and Eric, this little amateur we got. I don't know his last name, but you know, good solid 8 rounds.
Okay. All right, well, you know, it's always a sad day when we got to do this, but it's but it's something that has to be done. You know, you did an interview, and you gave your predictions on a Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter fight, and obviously, you know, things went a little different. You like to speak on what you saw before and what you actually saw.
Yeah, you know, I was wrong. Clearly, my prediction was clearly wrong. You know, I just didn't think that Sean Porter's chin was that strong. His chin was a lot stronger than I gave him credit for. You know, I seen him rocked in the Thurman fight. I ain't see Thurman really land a hard, clean shot. And I mean, when I tell you Danny was landing some nasty shots and dude just wouldn't budge. And like I said, it was a very close fight. I mean, personally, I had it a draw. But if you was gonna give it to somebody, you had to give it to the man that threw 278 more punches. Danny, in fact, Danny was more accurate, but you just don't let nobody outwork you like that. And he, I mean, clearly that's what he did, and he pulled it off. So I wasn't mad at the decision. I thought it could have went either way, but it went Sean Porter's way, and I'm not mad. I mean, you know, I was wrong.
Okay. In your opinion, is Sean Porter an elite fighter, not just a champion? Is he, in your opinion, an elite fighter now?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was an elite fighter prior to this fight, but this definitely, I feel like, cemented him because look at his 2 losses. One was the undefeated Kell Brook, and the other one was the Keith Thurman, who at the time were the 2 top dogs in the welterweight division. So you can't really knock him for his 2 losses. I mean, you do got to draw with Julio Diaz, but you know, sometimes everybody has an off night, and that night he was off and he got a draw. But it still wasn't a loss, but you know, it was an ugly blemish on his record, even though it wasn't a loss. But he came back and fought him and stopped him. I think Diaz quit on the stool. So, I mean, in my personal opinion, I think Sean Porter's elite, and anybody he fights, like I said, he's a hard worker. He gonna bring his hard hat, and you know, come fight night, you gotta fight all 12 rounds.
Now let's break down this Errol Spence Jr. versus Sean Porter fight because it seems like that's going to happen. Both guys want it. Break that fight down.
You know, it's power and precision versus activity and will. In my opinion, I'm gonna go with Errol Spence. But like I said, it's gonna be a tough night for anybody. And if Errol Spence just think he's gonna go in there and just bully him over, I mean, he's gonna have a long night ahead of him. But I think if he box smart, apply smart pressure, and land them big shots, he be landing ruthlessly to the body. You know, I think he gonna win. I don't know about stopping him, you know, but he's a big boy. Sean Porter is a little dude, but like you told me, he's been fighting at 165 in the amateurs in his whole career. So he's used to them bigger bodies and bigger punches. That's why I think his chin held up a whole lot better than I thought it was. I just didn't think he was gonna be able to take some of them clean shots he was taking, and he did. So, you know, I'm gonna give it the edge to Errol Spence because right now he seems like the man to beat and everybody afraid of him. But I personally think Keith Thurman is the top welterweight until he gets beaten. That's what my #1 is at welterweight.
Okay, so then you don't feel like Errol Spence will be the best opponent he's had so far in his career. You feel like Keith Thurman was the best. You don't feel like that, so you feel like this fight with Errol Spence, this isn't him fighting his best competition today.
I mean, styles make fights, so I'm not gonna say my personal opinion. I think Keith Thurman is the best welterweight until he gets beaten. But this fight, maybe this is a different style. You know, Thurman's not he's not gonna apply pressure like Errol Spence is. He's gonna box. He's gonna come forward when he needs to come forward. He's kind of a boxer, puncher, and sometimes he can just be a straight boxer and dance and win on the scorecard if he knows that's what he needs to do. But we know Errol Spence is gonna be ruthless for this is kind of like Sean Porter, but just bigger and a lot more accurate with his punches and applies, like, even when he's not throwing punches, he's applying pressure. He's making you move your legs. I was watching the Kell Brook fight the other day, and he wasn't even, a couple times, he was just coming forward, wasn't throwing no punches. He was just making Kell Brook back up and use his legs, and you know what I mean, it wore him down. So I mean, he applies a lot of mental pressure as far as in the ring. Like, he ain't got to throw no punches or be bullying you. He's just gonna come forward with a high guard. You're gonna, I mean, throw punches. He's just gonna keep coming forward. He's gonna apply a lot of pressure, mentally and physically. So, you know, I think that's gonna be a very, very tough fight for Sean Porter. It may be his toughest fight, just because I think Keith Thurman is the best welterweight. Don't mean that Errol Spence is not gonna be his toughest fight, because physically, I think it's gonna be his toughest fight.
Okay. Danny Garcia and Angel Garcia did an interview, and actually, pardon me, Angel Garcia did an interview, and he said that he was ready to retire. He felt like Danny wasn't listening to him. Do you think that, I'm not going to ask you to give any comments on that camp specifically, but I'm going to ask you, does it come a time when maybe a father may need to bring somebody else in, or do you feel like it just wasn't their night and it just didn't happen?
It could have. I mean, sometimes that's the case. It wasn't their night, but in this camp's case, you know, it's been going on for about 3 or 4 fights now, where people are saying things like, you know, Danny's stuck in sand. You know, he's not moving his feet. He's kind of flat-footed. You know, it's things that's been going on for about 3 or 4 fights now, where I just think, you know, because I'm going to be completely honest, I feel like if Angel's not in his corner, he's not going to be the same fighter, but I just think they do need to bring somebody else and just another voice, because sometimes you get tired, like as Angel said, you get tired of hearing the same voice over and over again. It's like me. When my dad, like other sports, my dad used to constantly say things to me, and it's like, okay. And then somebody else saying, it's like, oh, yeah, that's right. And then my dad's in the corner like, damn, I've been telling you that for the last 2 years, and all of a sudden he said it's different. So sometimes you just need a different voice. So in that case, but I honestly don't think Angel needs to retire, because I feel like Danny responds to him. But you know, sometimes it's a way of how you say it, and sometimes you just need that different voice, because you just get tired of hearing the same thing from the same person over and over again. You may need that voice, and I feel like Danny does. There's a few things that I think he can improve on that I'm not gonna say Angel's not capable of doing, but you know, he just may need a different voice. I like their camp. I like their relationship. I think Angel's a good trainer for Danny. So, you know what I mean? But I just think he needs just another voice, you know what I mean, to come in.
Okay. If Sean Porter beats Errol Spence, do you consider him the best welterweight over Keith Thurman? Even though he lost to Keith Thurman, would you consider him, you know something, he's the best? I
mean, his resume definitely speaks for itself. He beat Errol Spence,
Devin Alexander,
Danny Garcia, even
Adrian Broner,
even with the 2 losses, I would say, yeah, because he's definitely been a whole lot more. Keith Thurman hasn't fought since Danny last year. He's been real inactive. Then, you know, he was about to fight, then the elbow injury or whatnot. So he got, I mean, until he fights, you know, if this fight happens and Keith Thurman hasn't fought anybody significant and Sean Porter wins, I would consider him up there with the top dog between him and Terence Crawford. You know, he got a big fight coming up. I feel like Terence Crawford has all the skills. You know, I'm not going to say he is the best, because I feel like he hasn't fought the best opposition just yet, but he's a beast. And with this fight, Jose Benavidez, we're going to see what Terence Crawford is made of. If he's going to live up to the hype that I look at him as, I feel like he's very, very, very good. And, you know, I mean, we're going to see in this fight if he lives up to my hype. And I don't know about everybody else. You know, some people got him ranked #1 pound for pound. I mean, I wouldn't put him there just yet.
You wouldn't put Terence Crawford in? You wouldn't rank him pound for pound just yet?
No.
Okay.
He hasn't, in my eyes, he hasn't fought pound for pound opposition. I mean, all these Al Haymon fighters, they're fighting each other now. Like, at one point, they seem like Al Haymon gets all his fighters easy fights. Nah, they are now. There's a point in time where they all got to fight each other, and they slowly but surely knocking each other off the totem pole until somebody's gonna be at the top. And I feel like Top Rank doesn't have those. I mean, those kind of fighters like Al Haymon as far as in the welterweight division. Terence Crawford's a beast. I wouldn't have him at number 1. He's definitely a top 5 pound for pound fighter, but I don't think he's number 1 just yet.
Who would be the other 4?
Oh, you got Canelo.
Do you have him as number 5 on your top 5? Where does he fall at? I should ask you. Where does Terence Crawford fall at in your top 5? 1, 2, 3. Well, not 1 because you said
he's not
top,
1.
2,
I would
3,
have
4,
him.
5.
I would have him somewhere between 3 and 4.
Okay, so he's between 3 and 4. So who is your 2 and your 1, and who's your 5?
1. People probably gonna kill me on this one, but I'm gonna say Canelo's 1. I would go with probably people gonna kill me on this one. Lomachenko 2, even though he's only got 11 or 12 fights. But you know, he's from his second fight on, he's been fighting world class opposition, so you gotta put him up there even with the loss. You know, clearly Salido didn't want to fight him again, so that definitely means something. He got offered a boatload of money.
Payday.
A boatload of money, and he's just turned it down. So, you know, I feel like if he was to fight Salido again, he would stop him easy. And, you know, that's his second fight, 12-rounder against a savvy veteran who hit him below the belt 100 times.
Different ref, different fight.
Yeah, so, you know, Lomachenko 2.
Yeah.
Triple G 3. Crawford 4.
Who's in your number 5?
I would say Spence.
Spence is your number
I
5?
would say Spence is 5.
Okay, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
I would say Keith Thurman, but he's been too inactive.
That's fair. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Juice Young, man enough to get back on this camera.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just let it know. My opinion is not the end all be all. It's just my opinion. So I know sometimes I be looking at the comments, y'all be killing me, but it's all love. I like it. You know what I mean? We just gonna keep debating.
Absolutely. ThaBoxingvoice.com. I'm Jay Goodman. Thanks for clicking on.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.